Video we are going to see how to recover from packet loss in what. As we said already, the limitations of voice, that is voice over internet, is since it uses IP best effort service, there are two limitations. One is end to end delay and the other one is packet loss. So we can see how to recover from the packet loss. We are going to see how to recover from packet loss in this video. Yes. See, the challenge is how to recover from packet loss given small tolerance delay. With very small delay, we should be able to recover from the packet loss between the original transmission and the playout. It should happen. All the recovery process should happen within the original transmission and the playout period. So the mechanisms or the methods which is used to recover from the packet losses, the first one, that is forward error correction. This is the first method which we are going to use to recover from the packet loss. So what is done here is send enough bits to allow recovery without retransmission. Retransmission should not be done, but we have to recover the packets which is lost. How can be done? The first mechanism is, along with the original data stream, we have to send the redundant data audio chunks to the receiver, so that if any packet in the original stream is lost, then can be taken, the packet whichever is lost can be taken from the redundant stream by XORing it with the original n original packets. So this is the first mechanism. And the second mechanism is low resolution audio stream. I said the original data can be duplicate or redundant. The redundant packets can be generated and it can be sent along with the original packet. In the second mechanism, instead of sending the same quality as the original data as a redundant packet, you can use the low resolution audio stream as a redundant information. Because why we are going for the low resolution audio stream is, whenever the packet is lost, only this redundant data will be used. Otherwise the redundant information is not required. So if it is of less quality, there is no issue. So you just, while redunding the information, original data stream, you can duplicate in the low resolution audio stream, which is sufficient to generate the original data whenever the packet is lost. So the second mechanism says low resolution audio stream is sent as redundant information which is appended with the normal chunk during packet loss. When the packet loss occurs, this low redundant information will be taken and it will be appended to generate the packet whichever is lost. So these are the two mechanisms in forward error correction. And before getting into this, this is how it works. If you see the diagram, you can see that the first one is original stream. This is redundant. So same data is again duplicated and this is sent. So this redundant information can be low quality one. Why it can be low quality? Because whenever the data is lost, this redundant information is used. Otherwise it is not required. Okay, so whenever this packet 3 is lost, then we will take from the redundant data, that is 3, and the original data will be reconstructed. Original stream will be reconstructed. So this is the original stream. This is redundant data which is generated, which can be of low quality, and the received streams are this. If you see here, in the received stream we are not finding 3. So what we can do, in the here every data is duplicated. This is redundant. See, this is 1. So 1 is again sent once again. See here, 1 again, 2 again, it is duplicated. The second packet it is duplicated, and this is third packet. Again the third packet is duplicated, fourth, and fourth packet is again will be duplicated along with the fifth packet, and it will be sent. So at the receiver side, 1 will be received. If this one is lost, it can take from the next redundant packet, next packet in which 1 is there, and it receives 2, fine. But here it is not receiving this packet. Instead it receives from this packet 3, so it is fine. So every packet is sent twice. You can see this twice. So first time whenever it is sent, it can be original quality. Second time whenever it is sent, it can be of low quality. So when one is lost, the low quality can be, original one is lost, then the low quality can be used. This is what the idea behind this redundant data stream. Yes, the next mechanism, this is what about forward error correction, which we have seen. Next mechanism is interleaving. What it does, this is the second alternate solution to recover from the packet loss. The first one was forward error correction, and the second one is interleaving. So what happens in the interleaving? Sender resequences units of audio data before transmission. So what he does, the sender, it resequences, it changes the sequence of units of data, that is units of audio, before transmission, so that originally adjacent units are separated by certain distance in the transmitted stream. So it will not be in the order. So how far it is going to help in recovering from the data loss? We'll see with this diagram. Yes, this is the diagram. See the original stream here. This is actually original stream. When I am sending the data, what I am doing, I am mixing. See, it is not in the sequence. So 1 is there, then the 5th packet is there, then 9th, then 30. Then 2nd, 6th, 10th, 4th, like this it goes. So it is received at the receiver like this, same thing. See, if at all this packet is lost, what will happen? How to recover is, see here 1, 2 is there, and 3 has to be rescheduled. I can get the 3 and 4. So the 3 is lost, and here 5, 6, and here since 7 was there, 7 is lost, only 8 is there. Then 9, 10, 11 is lost, 12 is there. So if you see this, only one packet is lost with which I can recover. So you can see that if I have not interleaved like this, then what would have happened? The entire loss of these 4 packets would experience a long delay at the client. Since only a single packet is lost in every stream, we will not experience at the client, they will not experience long delay even one packet is lost. So this is how we can recover from the packet loss. As we said, we can tolerate some 20% of the data loss. So if only one packet is lost, that will not affect the entire audio. But if all the 4 packets are lost, if we have not interleaved, what would have happened? All the 4 packets would have lost, and we would experience a long delay. That is why what we are doing here in the interleaving, we are rescheduling the packets and sending into the network at the client. If at all one stream is lost also, we will not, at the client will not experience, the client will not experience the long delay. So it can tolerate 20% of the packet loss. So we will not experience the delay, and the quality would be better in case of interleaving. If you are going to use interleaving, the advantage is it improves quality of audio stream, and the overhead is also less. And disadvantage is increases latency. The delay will be high. This is the disadvantage of interleaving. So there are 2 methods to recover from the packet loss. One is forward error correction, and the second one is interleaving. So I hope you have understood. Thank you so much.